All right, so let's go back to our test and let's test that. So right here, let's go ahead and create a new test, and it should throw when phone number is taken. So again, let me go ahead and steal some code right here. So I'm gonna take all of this, and actually this is wrong. So right here, a customer is returned, or actually an existing. So also when you copy code around, make sure that you update the comments. So right here, let me simply paste it in, and let's see what we need to do. So we have the phone number with the customer, a request, and then here, so here we have a customer. So this will actually have to be different. So let me simply duplicate this, and right here let's simply say customer and then 2, and this will be John, for example, right? And now let's simply return customer and then 2. Now let's go ahead and simply say when, right? So when the method is executed, we know that an exception will be thrown. So assert that and then thrown by, and then this takes a lambda, and then let's simply say under test dot register, pass the request, and then dot is instance of illegal state exception dot class, and dot has message containing. So let's see what was the message. So phone number right here, pass that, and let's simply do a string dot format. There we go, and then pass the phone number, and that should be it. And this should be actually when and then. So right here, and finally, so we want to simply say that, or actually let me not copy code. So we want to say actually not there but here. So then, and then customer repository dot should dot and then save and then any, right? And you can also specify the actual type right here. So customer dot customer dot and then class. But here let's simply say never. Now if I run this test, there we go, you can see that it worked. And let me prove to you that I can make it fail. So if I remove the message thrown there, run the test again, there we go, you can see that the message was different right here. So let me put it back, and this is it. So now let's go ahead and run the entire test with coverage. So run with coverage. All 3 tests passed, and right here if I collapse this, go back to the service, and now check this out. So you can see that we have green line numbers all around, and this means that we have fully tested this method right here. So there is one final thing that I want to change with this method right here, and that is how the actual ID for a given customer will be generated. So we don't want the client to generate the ID, right? So the customer ID, we want to have full control. And right here, what we are doing is simply saving the customer, right? and we just assume that the ID will be present. And also in our tests, so if I show you the tests, so right here we've been creating the IDs like this, right? But if I show you inside of customer, so right here, so you see that we have the not null, so not null annotation on this ID right here, which means that the client can still submit the ID, right? So it might be blank or not, but we don't want that. So we want to have full control of how the ID is generated. So let's go ahead and fix that next.